Hey, what's up, Granos and Granettes? Juan Granos, back again, this time with another review. As always, when a manufacturer or a retailer sends me an item for me to review, I gotta let you guys know, this is a sponsored review. So today, we're back in the car. It is absolutely freezing here in New York, but I always have to do these reviews no matter what. I have to do them. I have to get them out on time. So today, we're gonna be reviewing another OBD scanner for your car. Now, as always, disclaimer right at the beginning of the video. If the engine light in your car turns on, you could get this little gadget to turn it off. That does not fix the problem. If you find something wrong that is with your car, like, you know, if it's an engine problem and it's a serious problem and you use this gadget to turn off your engine light, which is possible to do, then you're just hiding the problem that's gonna come back again. It's probably gonna come back worse because you didn't fix it the first time. So remember, the point of the gadget that I'm gonna be reviewing today is to give you some insights of maybe what the problem is. Sometimes it's just something easy. Some cars, after you change a battery, you have to reset the engine light. Some others, when you change the air conditioner unit, you have to reset it. Those little problems, yes. With that said, let's go to the review. So today we're gonna be talking about the Foxwell NT301. Now, this little gadget here is basically an upgraded version to the last version that I did. I can't remember the model number that I did last time, but it's very similar to this. It does have a huge screen, and it's a color screen, but this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buttons. As always, it is upgradable via computer. You could upgrade the firmware on this. You know, basically you could connect to the internet, download the firmware, and then update it on your computer. Now, a couple of great features about this. Of course, the screen. We're gonna be plugging this in so you guys see what it looks like. What I like about this is, let's say you do your, you're checking your engine light, you're checking to see what's wrong with your car, and it's gonna give you all the information you need, right? You are able to plug this in to the computer and get a printout on your computer. So you could plug it in, and obviously the screen is not that, it's a big screen, but it's not a huge screen. You always want to get the stuff on paper. That would be kind of cool. You have a printout, and you take it to your mechanic and say, look, I know this is what's wrong with my car. I need a couple of spark plugs. Can you just change these spark plugs or whatever? Sometimes, I know these days you go to AutoZone or something like that, and they give you a free diagnostic in your car, right? That's great, but they don't give you a printout. Because why? Because what they want to do is sell you stuff that you don't need. With this, you get the stuff that you need. In some cases, you could even install it by yourself. You just go on the internet, look up your car, like this is a Pacifica, look up your car and check out the code, and boom, you get the parts that you need. Somebody else shows you how to do it. You could do it yourself. Again, if it is a major engine problem, you should go see a mechanic. Now, let's go to the unboxing here. So I'm just gonna try to do this on camera here. It's a very simple box to open. It does have the USB mini. Well, it's not a USB mini, but it's one micro USB cable. Let's see. It does have instructions, and it does have the software. So here's the software. I know a lot of computers don't have drives anymore, but you could download this online as well. Now, what I do like about this company is known for creating these kinds of products for professionals, professional mechanics. If you're a mechanic or a wannabe mechanic, this is a perfect place to start. So they have this little catalog here, and they show you all their different products. I mean, they have, a couple, maybe a dozen or two, maybe more than a dozen, 2 dozens of programs that, obviously they go by how advanced they are, how much information they give you. So, this is a nice entry-level one for anybody who's a mechanic or wannabe mechanic that wants to fix your own car. You want to find out what's wrong with your own car. This is a good place to start. So why don't we plug this bad boy in? Let's see what else is in here. Oh, of course, and the instructions. The instructions are right here. And here it is. Now, what I do like about this also is that it's very rugged. So you could throw this in your mechanic or mechanic bag and take it with you. Now, one issue that I have with these guys is this wire is not that long, so For me, who's doing this review, sitting down in the car, this is a little difficult because the wire is not as long for me to reach, but I'm just gonna plug this bad boy in. I guess the ideal thing to do is you do this, you know, with the door open on the side. Now, let me show you what it looks like as soon as you plug it in. Check this out, very cool, very cool. So you got the ODB there. It gives you the codes lookup. Now, the codes lookup, when you update the firmware, you are able to see what each code is. You know, if you know, obviously, if your actual piece is up to date. There is a print data right there. So this is really, really cool. Now, in order for you to get more information from the car, now the only reason this is on is because obviously that port in your car, by the way, your car has to be a year 96 or newer. Anything before that, you won't be able to do it because you don't have that port. So right now, the reason you can see that it's on is because the car does have juice in that particular port. So that's the reason why you can see the port is on. Obviously, the battery is giving it juice right now, and that port is always actually on. You know, that's how come sometimes they sell these readers that you plug in there, and you can track where your car is. Now, why don't we do a quick scan of my car? We're just gonna turn it on, and we're just gonna do a read here. I'm just gonna press enter. Now, unfortunately, this car does not have any engine lights on because I've been tinkering with it, but it did have an engine light on a couple of weeks ago. Oh, here it is. That's my port number there. And system status. Just gave me a little system status. It gives me a check mark here. Erase previously stored data to save. Yes, why don't we do that? Say yes here, and why don't we do an engine check? Now, like I said, this particular model gives you a lot of information. Obviously, there is no codes in my car because there's nothing wrong with it. Let's see, maybe there's a pending code. Let's check this out. Let's see, pending code. Now, what I do like that I have to say is that the screen is super sharp. I mean, I'm not sure if this is coming out right on the camera, but these people are known for having these beautiful screens for you to be able to see what's going on with your car. I'm gonna check one more thing here. Let's see if we could, check one more thing here. See, now it does give you live data. Again, the live data is for, again, those mechanics that are looking to get more information from your car. Or you know what, let's do some monitoring tests. Let's see if this works on this car. Now, not all the menus work on this car, obviously, because they're all geared to different cars. But let's see if that one works, which is the O2 menu. So this is not supported in this car. All right, let's go back. Maybe sensor number 2. It might not be supported. It might need it. This is probably for a newer car. This is a 2005 car, so let's go back, see what else can we read here. Onboard monitor test. Oh, okay, so let's see, component test, vehicle information. So that's kind of cool. Here it gives you your how you call it, the vehicle information for like your vehicle ID. So it tells you, you know, there it is. There's my VIN number comes up right away. Very cool. I'm gonna check one more thing here. Oops, okay, hold on. Enter. Again, you are a mechanic or want to be mechanic. This is probably the tool that you want. You know, it gives you more information than I can actually use because I'm not a mechanic. I like to tinker, but I'm not a mechanic. And let's see, look at this. So fuel system. Oh, I don't know what that means, but this is what this means here. It's clear, I guess. Load 24%. Temperature 79. Very cool, very cool. And the spark plugs, I guess they're working. What else here? So, I mean, this is more information than anybody could use. Again, If you're a mechanic or a wannabe mechanic, this is probably, you know, the information that you could use and then you could analyze it later in your computer. Let's see what. Let's check out the monitors, the readiness monitors here, see what happens. So I don't know why this one says off, but I don't know what that is. MLI. Well, okay. Fuel okay. Catalytics okay. So everything is okay. All my monitors are okay. So if I were to take this car to get inspected right now, this car will pass inspection, which is kind of cool. So it gives you that MI readiness, and it checks, you know, obviously for everything, but just one button here you press and it gives you all the different settings. I mean, all the different readings there, which is kind of cool. Obviously you could set it up for any language you want. You know, if you want English, Spanish, German, French, whatever the hell it is that you speak. Sorry, so it's English, French, Dutch, Spanish, and Italian. The bottom line is, as you can see, the screen is really sharp. Everything works really, really well. I really like the feel of this. Now, I like the ruggedness of the actual piece. I really like how this feels. I like how the screen is so sharp. I like how the buttons are really easy to touch and they're rubbery, and it looks like it could be probably weatherproof. You know, like if you get this wet, I don't think there'll be a problem. I wish the cable was longer, but that's it. That's because, again, I'm doing this review and the cable I have to kind of like be, you know, I have to be squished in to try to get to the part on the bottom. But usually people will do this with the door open in your car, outside your car. Maybe you're sitting outside your car, you're doing this and you're checking it. Unfortunately, like I said, my car doesn't have any codes to read because there's nothing wrong with it right now. But I did know that a couple of weeks ago, it did have some codes that I needed to read, and one of these gadgets would have told me what was wrong with it and maybe even fix it by myself. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the small review. I definitely recommend the Foxwell. I have two of these. I have two of these gadgets, and this one is, I want to say, twice as good as the last one. Now, the only reason I'll say that is, first of all, is because you could print out the data from this one, which is I think is really important, really cool. It will give you a chance to look at stuff on paper and see, oh, you know, again, if you know what you're looking for, you know, you say, oh, wow, I could fix this part, I could fix that part. As always, again, the disclaimer at the end of the video. If there is something wrong with your car, if your engine light comes on, this gadget will tell you what's wrong with it. It might even tell you how to fix it. It will give you like information. Okay, you need to change this, you need to change that, right? Do not ignore your engine light in your car. Ladies, gentlemen, do not ignore the engine light, because this gadget will let you erase the engine light. It will let you take it off, you know, delete it. But that doesn't fix the problem. You should take the car to the mechanic if you can't fix it yourself, or obviously fix it yourself. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. I definitely recommend the Foxwell. If I have a coupon code, I'm going to leave it in the description in the bottom. And I hope you enjoyed this review. You've been watching LGTV. I am Juan Granos. Find me on Instagram, Los Granos. Find me on Twitter, Los Granos. Find me on Facebook, Los Granos. Find me on YouTube, Los Granos. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and share. Peace.